Okay, so we're staying in this pit of a dump in Harrisburg, but I got a care package. Thank you, Dominic and Alicia. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I already cut it open and oh, awesome. They sent me all kinds of resupply for this next week. So oatmeal, thank you. Beef sticks, these are really good. Thank you. Tons of Cliff Bars. One of my favorite things on trail lately. Yes, while I'm hiking along, these are so nice. Can't get enough Cheetos. This is incredibly awesome, you guys. Thank you. Beef stew. This one's really good. I've had this before. Breakfast. This one's really good. Even cold, this one's good. And some more water stuff. Thank you. And chicken teriyaki. And some new tunas. Yay! Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you, Dominic and Alicia. You just put some sunshine in my life on this cloudy, rainy day in Harrisburg. Thank you. Good morning. Today is day 113. We had a decent stay in Harrisburg and got all rested up and filled back up for a 4-day stretch to Bland. So on our way again. There's Joe behind me doing I don't know what. I'll check in later. I forgot to mention that it's fairly mild out. Almost don't need this long sleeve shirt. It's pretty cloudy and a little bit muggy, but it beats the freezing cold weather we had the few days before we went into Harrisburg. That was the second time into Harrisburg. It's because we keep having to back up on the trail. So we're actually gonna hike through Harrisburg because we came down early out of the trail. So we had to go shuttle back 5 miles, I think. So we're gonna hike through Harrisburg and then stay at a shelter called Docks Hollow, was it?
I think so.
Docks shelter tonight. We popped out of the woods back there, and here's the blaze. We're going up here. We're almost back in Harrisburg. Forget what the factory is. They manufacture the stuff that goes in diapers and some other stuff. We are at Angel's Rest outcropping. We've done a really challenging climb, a couple miles, a lot of straight up. Okay, so it got really chilly and it's very damp. It's not necessarily raining, but it's water coming out of the trees from the dew. It's because it's very foggy up here. We're on top of the ridge. We did 7 miles so far today. And everybody says, no water, no water, no water. And look at that, a piped spring. It's flowing. Anyway, I found out while we were in Pearisburg that my dad took a little tumble. And so I am going to have to leave the trail. I am going to hike the rest of this week. I have a package in Bland, and then we are going to hike just a little bit beyond that, close to, I think it's Atkins, where we're probably going to get off the trail and rent a car and go home to Michigan. So I'm a little sad, but at the same time, it's been so cold and wet that I'm kind of not so torn, because it's challenging being out here for sure. Just trying to stay dry and warm. Anyway, we are probably going to a shelter in about 6.5 miles. No idea how far down. It's a lovely, beautiful day on the AT. Back in the rhododendron hallway, and the moisture in the air brings out the smell, and it almost smells like fresh cut cedar. It smells really good in here. It's really pretty. All set up at Doc's Hollow Shelter. We did 13.5 today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Hopefully we can start out dry. Getting some dinner going. We got our bear line hung. We're in the rhododendron forest. Nice cool deck. So far we're the only ones here. This is day 114. I'm glad I bought a cheap umbrella at Rite Aid. We'll see how it holds up. Got my pack covered, and we're walking on nothing but loose, big granite rocks this morning, so it's pretty slow. We're just going to do just shy of 10 to a shelter, hopefully. It's been raining all day, and we have not stopped except to go to the bathroom or pull out a bar to eat. We are getting close to the shelter. I don't think we need to worry about water tonight. I haven't gotten out my camera just because it is so wet. It's been a hard day. A short day, but hard. Lots of rocks. Keep twisting my ankle. Lots of rivers in the trail. Hopefully we can dry out a little bit tonight. We've got packs are gratefully double protected for our night clothes and our sleeping bags. Should be good. We got to Wapiti Shelter about 45 minutes ago, ate lunch, got out of our wet clothes, and I crawled in my sleeping bag just now to try to get warm. The sun is coming out. We got our wet things hanging, but I kind of doubt they'll get dry. Let's see. We did 9.5 miles in about 4-5 hours or so. I forgot to mention that yesterday, about a half mile before we got to the Docks Hollow shelter, I saw a little bear scramble from the trail. He might have been old enough to be on his own. It was hard to tell because he was kind of far away, but definitely a bear. Never saw a mama, but never saw or heard anything during the night last night. So good that he was afraid.
Got a fire going, and a couple other hikers showed up, some section hikers. There's a guy camped over there, a guy camped here, a guy camped there, and one more guy's showing up, and another hammocker there, and someone's supposed to show up and go be in the shelter with us, we think.